And then you have all these issues that come with, you know, large amounts of people migrating and so on. And then you have, you know, those refugees. And then people look at me because I have the face of some Slumdog Bin Laden type motherfucker. Hi, I'm Teddy Neptune, and today I'm going to react to the epic rap battles of history. Not all of their videos, of course, would be too long. No, I'm going to focus on two important rap battles they made, okay? One of them is very relevant for this year and the beginning of the next year, and the other one is at least related to it. Okay, and this is why I'm going to do two reactions. And on this channel here, I try not to be too political about it. Okay, I will not try to somehow force other people, my viewers or whatever, to change their views or to align them with mine or something like that. I'm mostly here for the fun, of course, but this topic is, of course, always somewhat politically charged, and you can't avoid it. And if you you know, circumvent the politics will come and take you. Yeah. Yeah, so if you haven't guessed already, this is about Donald Trump, Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton. Just to be clear, I don't think it really matters which one of those becomes the president for the next year, because what Bush started was continued by Obama, whose VP was Biden, and Trump continued that too, although he claims to not want that, but so did Obama. He claimed to change things but didn't. Trump didn't build the cages, but he still kept putting kids in cages, and Biden will continue that because he was the one who was VP when the cages were built. I think, if not Bush, whatever. The war in the Middle East will continue, and it doesn't matter if it's a straight white male flying the bomber or if it's some transgender Jewish gypsy black dude flying the plane and dropping the bombs over the Middle East. It really doesn't matter. It will not change much, and even the economy and the politics will remain more or less the same. It's more about the principle. Will Trump stop being a bitch and hand over the seat to the guy who was elected, or will he remain stubborn? But at the end of the day, do you have a narcissistic, annoying orange, or do you have a senile old man who doesn't know where he is unless he takes drugs? Doesn't matter. Same shit, different color. Whew. If I don't get some dislikes, nice.
Joe Biden.
Huh. Okay, almost, yeah, kind of. Nice Peter as Joe Biden. Oh yeah, and the mask, of course, because Joe Biden wanted people to wear masks.
Barca. Donald.
It's the DJT, getting it on. The Teflon Don on the White House lawn. Against wimps like you, I'll win a third term. Your campaign's like your family. Crash and burn. Looting a...
Okay. I have a question. Is it, in theory, possible for a president to have a third term? Because Trump keeps talking about it, but I thought it used to be just a formality, but then later they made it a law that you can't actually have a third term. I think it was after Roosevelt, after FDR. Yeah. Okay, but I like the way it starts. I like the beat, and I like how how funny his gestures and facial expressions are of Epic Lloyd as Trump.
Violence will keep the MAGA movement quiet. Resist me? That's a riot. Why'd you step behind the gym? I'll be standing by. See how tough you are against the 45.
Okay, I didn't get the 45, but the riot thing. Okay, so yeah, Trump, at least he says he stands for law and order, and I think this is kind of an exaggeration, but Biden is often associated with BLM and whatever those people are. Uh, um, I don't think he actually supports them that much. He is just nominally being tolerant toward them, you know.
I should have hoped for your whole party, bigger than the one I blew through, cause I'm so money.
Oh.
Then I go and bone on Milani. I'm gonna smash you, Joe. Like China.
Of course he had to drop China. Of course he had. Yo, but the thing about the Soleimani assassination, yo, they don't hold back. They just come up with the stuff. Okay, yeah. It's kind of funny, you know. Trump has Melania, but he still cheated on her. I kind of find it weird. I mean, either they don't get along well, or I don't know. I mean, if you have a supermodel as a wife, I mean, whatever.
Got all the best cognition with all the top grammar. I'm not a little girl's shoulders, so you can't touch this MC stammer.
Okay. Both of them have been photographed touching and sniffing minors, although one could argue that Trump, with his beauty pageants and his parties where he went to, maybe for him it is a bit more you know, in his character. But I have seen plenty of photos with Biden. Just looks like he's sniffing kids like some junkie sniffing cocaine.
Disaster, inciting hysteria. You say I'm selling hate in America, you're selling hate in America. Like with Hillary, the people aren't swayed. Just Barack's shadow, and I don't really like the shade.
Oh. Okay, now, just to be clear, I don't think Trump hates black people. It's just kind of funny. Yeah. I think people support Biden because people used to support Obama. I think Biden really has this advantage, this bonus, because Obama. I mean, even the election, Obama kind of helped him get support from other candidates. Not making it too political, just saying that Biden really has benefited from Obama being a real thing that exists.
The pain of losing loved ones is something I have seen. So I know how you must have felt when they killed Jeffrey Epstein. Right?
Yo. Yo. Okay, I thought we were going to have some kind of emotional moment, because I know that Joe Biden lost his son, or one of his sons, to cancer, I believe. Yo. That's what I meant with the parties earlier, because Trump was friends with Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know how much he took part in his scandals, although there is a record, at least one record of him being at a party where I think some minors have been, but doesn't mean that he did the deed, you know what I mean? But it's still funny, you know. Yo. It goes along with the meme, Epstein didn't kill himself. I didn't say it. If Hillary Clinton is watching this, I didn't say it. Okay. Yo, I didn't say it.
Lyrics just ain't for you. You should stick to love letters for Kim Jong-un. You're a wrestling heel. Nothing about you's real. Bitch, you didn't even really write the art of the deal.
Yeah. Okay. He didn't write the art of the deal fully, I believe, but he contributed in some way. I wanted to say one thing though. I don't think it is bad that Trump gets along with Kim Jong-un well. I know what you're going to say. It takes a certain character to be friends with the dictator. I know. And it would be hypocritical if I mean, there are people who criticize Ellen DeGeneres for being friends with Bush, despite, you know, what kind of stuff he did wrong. But here's the thing. Trump managed to get North Korea to cease hostilities with the US and South Korea. Okay, that is an accomplishment. I'm not saying that Trump is a saintly great guy, but I would argue that being at least on friendly terms with North Korea is better than having them as their arch nemesis, super villain enemy type. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I know, I get it, you know, friends with a dictator, kind of, you know. I mean, if I hung around with Mussolini or Hitler, you would be questioning me. I know. I get it.
Tapped into the rage of red Mad Hatters. Well, let me tell you, Trump, all lives matter. I don't want to defund no police. I picked a DA for my VP. I'm not a communist, I'm not a socialist. I'm just an old ass man with some decency.
Yo, okay, now, this wasn't funny, it's just very straight facts. There are people on the right who really are afraid that Joe Biden would bring socialism and communism to the US. He won't. He is not nearly on the left as some people label him to be. He is a centrist straight up. And it just happens to be that those people who call him a communist are even further to the right. So from their POV, Biden looks like the closest thing to a communist they have seen, but they are wrong. Bernie Sanders wasn't even a communist. Not even him was a communist, but he would be like the lefty guy, the real leftist. Biden, not really.
No matter what you try to say, global warming ain't cancer. You pulled out a parachute, should have pulled out a stormy day.
Okay, I get the reference. Okay, I know. Pulled out of the Paris Accord, yes. And Stormy Daniels is I know her because they mentioned in the news that Trump had this affair with the porn actress. This is the weird thing, okay? If you are married to Melania Trump, who is like a supermodel and all of that, you either have a very bad chemistry between you and her, or you really have bad taste to then cheat on her with this porn actress, and you know you're going to get busted by it, but you don't give a shit because you're Trump, because you get away with anything. Listen, if Obama did the same thing just 4 years ago or 8 years ago, people would be putting him on the stakes or something like that, like a real witch hunt. It's just weird, okay, how things changed, from the first Obama candidate campaign against McCain. McCain called him a decent family man. That's how respectable they were to each other. But now you just have to shit show. It is kind of funny, but sometimes it really is just messed up, okay?
I ain't sleepy, I'm tired of you, Donald Trump. You're fired.
The only thing getting fired on my watch is tear gas from law enforcement. I'll keep America great. You'll unleash Antifa and keep America like Portland. Ain't nothing gonna be.
I'm not sure what he means with Portland. I get the Antifa reference, yeah. The right wing is usually, or is consistently against Antifa going full retard. I mean, listen, I'm not against anti-fascism, okay? I mean, no one is against anti-fascism, but the problem is that there were some Antifa people who really went way too far. They went full retard, that is true. And the left is, or the Democrats who are more like a center-left, centrist mainly party, they have been, at least on the outside, a bit more supportive of Antifa, I guess. But yeah, I don't know if Kamala Harris or Joe Biden is, are really that progressive that you should label them as that. But yeah, I get that one. I don't know about the Portland thing. Maybe I will look up on that.
TV. No person, woman, man, camera, TV. They impeached me. I still walked out of DC looking peachy. You got the sloppy Joe but no beef. The only white privilege I see are those teeth.
Okay, yeah. Right, he does have good teeth. That is true. I never paid attention. It's true. Joe Biden has them. Now that I think about it. Yo.
Teach your son a thing or two about life. Like there's no hunting season for your dead brother's wife. You and your mask and your Knight Rider shades are getting revoked like your Roe versus Wade. There's no blue wave. Forget it, not coming. Like I tell criminals, Joe, stop running.
Yo. I like. Okay, let me say this. These last lines weren't filled with the same awesome punch lines as earlier, but the way he acts is so funny. It's just, I have to say this, Epic Lloyd is really good at you know, being those characters. He always plays the bad guys, or almost always plays the bad guys. Whatever.
Was Breonna Taylor running? You dog whistling fool. I think your daddy would finally be proud of you. He was a racist asshole too.
Was he? I don't know about that. I know that Donald Trump's family comes from Germany originally. I mean, it was a long time ago. Breonna Taylor. Somehow this is still a controversy. I mean, she was accidentally shot. Okay. I am not going to say much more, but the thing is, people say that she had it coming, and then others say no, she was just there, and the police shouldn't have just randomly shot her, whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is, I wouldn't call Donald Trump necessarily a racist per se. He says things which caters to racists. So he kind of represents certain racist values that people attribute to him and see in him, but I think what he really is someone who cares more about himself, and he does anything to get support, and that's why he also said if the KKK votes for him, then he takes those votes. And let me say this. Okay, here's the thing: if there's a choice to be made about, let's say, should we do something about some kind of disease that plagues the country, and people from the KKK, for example, they come up with a reasonable argument, then I would also support them, but not for their racism. See, and if I say something, let's say I will do this and that, and people from the KKK think that is reasonable what I do and support me for that, then it isn't bad per se, because there are also people who have their own concerns and, you know, problems in life, I guess. They are shitty people, true, but if it's about this one particular issue that they agree on, for example, that doesn't mean that if they support me because I also happen to address that issue, that I am also racist or something like that. But I get that Trump is somewhat ambiguous with this, and this whole thing with the illegal immigrants and then Mexicans and, you know, rapists and drugs and so on is very borderline racism. He does mention illegal immigrants, but he focuses a lot on a certain group of people, so I get why people think he's a racist. I am not sure if he is really a racist or just some idiot who says stuff that is accepted or liked by racists, whatever.
What's this malarkey?
Oh, you
What? Wait.
Fool, I think your daddy would finally be proud of you. He was a racist asshole too. What's this malarkey?
Oh, you
Keep at it and you'll end up in jail, hoss. I'll take you down like a mule and you're a mailbox.
Oh, the Russian, the Russian manipulation of whatever. Honestly, I think this is kind of just exaggerated. But yeah, I get the reference.
From all your wives to the SATs, everything you ever did, you just had to cheat. Cause you're too insecure to even look like a loser. You're the worst damn Republican since Herbert Hoover. When you scooped up a sycophantic homophobe who's became the Constitution's domestic abuse.
Was Hoover really that bad? I mean, I know that he massively failed. This was one election, the second election, I guess. He massively failed. I think it was to Teddy Roosevelt, right? Wasn't it? Not sure. He really failed hard, but was he really that bad? The economy I think, oh, it was because of the economy, I believe. But the thing is, I would argue and say that Bush was worse than Hoover. Maybe, yeah, Bush was worse in my opinion. George W. Bush Jr. at least. Senior wasn't great, I would say, but Bush Jr. was really the one guy who started a huge mess in the Middle East that we still kind of have to deal with.
200,000 deaths lying at your door. You think they're suckers like McCain in the Marine Corps. Sometimes I can't tell for which side you root. When we go high, you go down on poop.
Again. Yeah. No comment.
Truth is, you're scared to lose. You got nothing in the bank that I owe you. You're white about balance like a bitch. But the only thing that's rigged is taxes for the rich.
Okay. Now this begs the question: is Joe Biden going to really do much about it? I know he has his proposal with the $400,000 and up, something like that. So okay, yeah, maybe he does. Yeah, that may be true. I'm not so sure about that. I don't know what IOU is. IOU. Have to look it up later, or maybe you can tell me that in the comment section. Yeah.
Oh, you're white about balance like a bitch. But the only thing that's rigged is taxes for the rich.
Oh yeah, he stuttered. I like that because that is in character of Joe Biden.
Freeload, change your name to Trump. My campaign drive enough. You can't get down a rape. I'm pulling away faster than your wife's hand. For the love of democracy, will you shut up, man?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yo.
There's one guy. Oh, 7 years ago. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so if I came across as trying hard to be neutral, the point is, I don't think either of them are really good. I do have to say that Biden is probably less of a problem, but the war in the Middle East will continue, and Trump is not an anti-war guy, by the way. He put more troops to Afghanistan and then took them back and said he is going to reduce the number of troops overseas, bringing back home the boys and girls. But in reality, he's just tricking people with a short memory into liking him as the peaceful guy. He is not a pacifist at all. He's not anti-war. Listen, if I bully you, threaten to hurt you, and then at the last minute when we meet I say, nah, that doesn't make me less of a bully. It just means that I'm an idiot who isn't consistent with my actions. And that's what Trump also is. I praised him for North Korea's, or for him being on friendly terms with North Korea, which I think is good, really. But before that, he threatened to destroy North Korea. He went on the collision course and then at the last minute said, nah. Same with Iran, out of the Iran deal, and then accused Iran of violating the deal, which he broke. And then he went on this collision course again, last minute, nah. And then he assassinated this general, Soleimani, mentioned in the song even. And then he went to this collision course again, nah. He is not anti-war, he is just flipping like a pancake over and over again, and his attitude with it's always them, never me or us, it's always their fault, never my or our fault. This attitude, this lack of principle, this lack of staying on a course, that is what's so bad about him, what I don't like. He has no moral code or anything like that. Other Republicans do. And maybe some of them still make compromise. Of course, you can't please everyone, so you have to find some common ground. So you don't lose your base, but you still get some support from others too. That makes sense, yes. But Trump is really just, you know, always like some snake. He's a snake, yeah. And Biden, the thing about Biden is, he is maybe in some regards more reasonable, okay, but He also did certain things which badly impacted minorities. Okay, there's a crime bill that he supported, or at least had a strong influence in. I don't know if he actually executed the passing of the law or not, but he was definitely involved in it. He supported the war in Iraq, so he's not a pacifist at all. People can change, I know, but at his age it is really not that believable, to me at least. He is, with drugs, he is on fire. Shut up, man. Will you shut up, man? Yeah. But without drugs, he stammers, he talks in circles, he doesn't know where he is. He doesn't need a political party. This nigga needs the compass. He is lost. He doesn't know where he is. That's the thing about this guy. Okay, he doesn't know who he is, and yeah, he is only in name progressive, really. And as I said before, it doesn't matter if the bomber pilot is a transgender, gay, black, Jewish, gypsy, or a straight white male. The Middle East is messed up anyway. And oh yeah, who do you think have to take all the refugees in? Not the US. They can do the bombing and all that stuff. They can make the decisions, but the refugees are going to, Turkey, Lebanon, Jordan, but also to Europe. Okay, and then you have all these issues that come with, large amounts of people migrating and so on. And then you have, those refugees, and then people look at me because I have the face of some Slumdog Bin Laden type motherfucker. Sorry. Yeah. Whatever. The point is, it doesn't really matter much.